why your personality matters in your research.
Generation. One lifetime span of a person, a human being, which is dedicated to study, to shaping up the outlook, ideology, personality. No more, no less. This is the time sufficient to educate one generation of students or children. One generation.
Hey, so I've spent a lot of time thinking about why I want to make this particular video. I've hesitated to do it, which in the end told me about a lot of the reason I needed to do it. I have had the blessing of having friends with every kind of background, and I have wanted to hang on to them. Sorry, my ponytail's giving me a headache. Facts don't care about your feelings, but I do. So all I ask is that as we go through this, that you keep an open mind. And if something makes you angry or all up in your feelings, pause it, take a breath, and then come back. Because I believe at the end of the day that we don't have to agree about everything, but that we can get to a point that we can coexist and that love will win the day. I believe that. So hang in there with me, and I'm going to introduce you to Yuri Bezmenov.
What it basically means is to change the perception of reality of every American to such an extent that despite of the abundance of information, no one is able to come to sensible conclusions in the interests of defending themselves, their families, their community, and their country. It's a great brainwashing process which goes very slow, and it's divided in 4 basic stages. The first one being demoralization. It takes from 15 to 20 years to demoralize a nation. Why that many years? Because this is the minimum number of years which requires to educate one generation of students in the country of your enemy, exposed to the ideology of the enemy. In other words, Marxism-Leninism ideology is being pumped into the soft heads of at least 3 generations of American students without being challenged or counterbalanced by the basic values of Americanism, American patriotism.
Yuri Bezmenov was a Soviet journalist co-opted and trained by the KGB. He wrote a book called A Love Letter to America under his pen name Thomas Schumann to warn about long-term Marxist tactics he was seeing in the U.S.
It's true that there are dangers on the outer planets. So with so many social and medical advancements we can bring to the independents, why would they fight so hard against us?
We meddle.
River?
People don't like to be meddled with. We tell them what to do, what to think. Don't run, don't walk. We're in their homes and in their heads, and we haven't the right. We're meddlesome.
River. We're not telling people what to think. We're just trying to show them how.
Just want a real deal. Just want the real stuff, honey. Oh yeah.
Like and subscribe.